We back in the saddle. Had to clear up from last night's fiasco. I ain't trying to be known as a clickbait out here in these streets. So I decided we're just gonna tie up all the loose ends on my thumbnails for all you hating ass bitches out there. What it do? It's your boy J Wall the Jerk, aka J Wall the Asshole. You know what it is. It's Five Finger Fiasco. Riding with me is the RZA of the Blurred Minds Click, my guy, the originator, Irk somebody.
What it do? Salute. We in here five finger fiasco. Hey, throw the logo up one time. You got it? The JPEG, the GIF.
Oh yeah, I got that joint. Let me scroll up here, find and show these fine folks what my guy's working on.
Look at them rough ass hands. God damn. Them are not youthful hands. There you go. Five finger fiasco.
That's what it is. That's the move at the moment, my friend. So you out and about running errands at the moment, my friend?
Man, it's a joyride. This is all it is a joyride. Did one little minor errand, but now we're just trying to figure out where the fuck to go. Give me an idea where the fuck to go between Nicholasville and Lexington that's worth going to on a Saturday afternoon.
On a Saturday afternoon, I
Not
would
much to do.
say go to the Summit.
Go to the what?
The Summit.
What's there?
That shopping center right there on Nicholasville Road.
Oh, the
The new
Summit.
joint.
Yeah, the Summit.
Yeah, because they got the little
You sound like-
stores and shit in
you
there.
sound
They
like
got the little
tourists.
bars.
What's that? The Summit. Dude, I did construction on that site talking about what the fuck is the Summit. What's the Summit?
Yo, that fucked me up when I came back to Lexington one time and I drove past it. I was like, what the fuck is this? Why wasn't this here when I lived here? It's bullshit. That motherfucker's nice over there, man. See, the dope thing about
Yeah,
that
man.
is
Right now, we got
you can go walk around, bebop around, act like you're shopping, do a little window shopping, then you can stop in here, get you a drink of this, stop in there. I would use the Summit if I lived there as a bar crawl.
Yeah, the thing is, bro, I only went into the Summit into the farmers, not the farmers market, but Whole Foods. Went into the Whole Foods and got some detox shit. But other than that, man, I ain't never fucked around there.
Yeah, it's dope, man. They got this little like shopping area. My sister took me in there, and it's like they got all these little stores, and then they got it's like a food court too. They got like a little ramen spot or this and that. But there's a bar right there, so you can just walk through the little shopping spot, stop off at the bar, have a couple cocktails, hang out, catch a game or something. You never know if there's a game on. Motherfuckers will be out there.
Yeah, our partner, that's what we just got through talking about. My partner Ace Ill sent some beats. Salute to Ace Ill Production. Ace Ill sent some beats to my son, Nazi Zuda. So that's gonna sound good, man. I'm telling you, my son's jumping on Ace Ill tracks right now, so that's gonna be real right. That's gonna be real right.
That's what they call a whole family endeavor.
Man, it's coming full circle, bro. I remember.
Does he got something on here? Does he got something on YouTube, a video or something?
Nah, he's taking his time to drop some shit. He got like 4 videos. He got 4 videos. 2 of them I've only seen, I think. I've only seen 2 of them. The one I sent you.
Yeah.
Is one of them. But I think he's gonna put out sometime at the top of this year.
Well, shit, let him know whenever he's ready,
I'm
man.
thinking
We'll
after
start.
March. He got a little thing that he got to handle, but other than that, he gonna be all right.
Hey, well, when he gets him a nice little catalog, he wants to let him know instead of putting on these records, I'll drop one of his joints at the beginning of the show.
Bro, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Hell yeah, man, that's dope. You got ACL on the beat. Your son's rapping on one of these ACL beats. There's definitely got to be a feature from you, my guy.
Oh man, when my son and his son get together and start doing tracks, you know what I'm saying? They still in that generation, this new generation, that wave that they doing. You know what I'm saying? They gonna sound really good together. You know what I mean? That's what I'm waiting for. You know,
Oh
because I
yeah,
remember a time when I used to push the motherfucking stroller from Red Mile Road to fucking Vine Street. You know, in order to go to the studio.
yeah.
And yeah, he would be in a stroller, and I would be going to rap to Ace Ill Production. And now he's of age to where he's 22 years old, man. He's rapping to Ace Ill Production. So it makes me feel good, man.
Yeah, it's dope. That's real dope. Like I
Man,
said,
if
man,
you
as
got
soon
if
as
you
they
send
get
him
them,
the
as soon
link,
as they get some of them, man, we want them on there.
send him the link, man.
Who? Ace?
Yeah.
He got it.
All right, man. If he got it, he'll hit. You know, if he got time to hit, he'll hit.
You know, it's a squad. Every time I make some shit, I send Ace the link. It's a must.
So what's the title of this show, man?
What did I call this one? I don't even remember, to be honest with
The
you.
shit we didn't hit. Nah.
The shit. No, actually, that's what it was. The shit we missed. That's exactly what I called it.
Oh, okay. The shit we missed.
Yeah, yeah. Because like I said, I ain't trying to look. I ain't trying to look fugazi out here in my thumbnails. So I'm cleaning the streets. So I'll go and get to the oldest one. So then we can get to the new, because the newest one's still current. Jan 6 just passed, and there's still motherfuckers sitting in the gulags over that shit, man. What do you think about that? What do you did you have it in your mind at all that there was going to be some kind of like a recurrence, like motherfuckers are going to try to come out the woodworks again on Jan 6? Did you buy into any of that bullshit?
I didn't hear. And when he says Jan 6, he means January 6, 2021. Correct?
Yep.
January 6. Doesn't everyone remember January 6, 2021? And if you don't remember, you should. Don't we remember the storming of the gates, per se? The storming of the gate when you thought, well, some of us more than others, thought that there would be a new revolution here in these United States. That didn't happen.
No, actually, it might go down in history as the most soft serve rebellion that we might have ever witnessed in any country ever.
Oh, it was the greatest thing ever. And me and my man Jay Wall, we did an extensive show on my podcast. Somebody got to say this shit with Sense. We did a great breakdown of that whole day. Jan 6, January 6, 2021.
Please
So
tread
as you
lightly.
know, people that were fed up with the government decided to storm the Capitol, and there was a lot of strange things that happened during that process. If I'm not mistaken, 2 people lost their lives.
Yeah. One dude had a heart attack, and one chick took one to the noodle.
By a Capitol security guard or a Capitol police officer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they broke some expensive furniture. Some people took some memorabilia. Some people took some art. Some
Motherfucker
people
somebody took a shit on somebody's desk.
A lot of people went to jail.
Yeah.
As far as baby, there you go. We're getting coffees right now, me and my baby. Don't ask where at. Don't ask. But we're getting some coffees, and it should be noted that these people raided the Capitol. during a time of quarantining, um, talks of complete shutdowns of businesses and everything, and that was able to wear masks. Like it was federally mandated to wear masks over your face. But many of these people that decided to raid the Capitol did not wear masks. That's very interesting to me and fucking hilarious. Fucking because you're committing a federal crime. The federal government gives you permission to wear a mask. You didn't take the opportunity.
Yeah.
But the
It
biggest
was
thing,
obvious those motherfuckers did not go to the Antifa training day.
exactly. The biggest takeaway, and I'm glad you mentioned that. The biggest takeaway from that whole day is that they got into the Capitol, they stormed the Capitol, and they left.
Yeah, the most sucker shit ever. How? Here's the thing: you could tell that these motherfuckers they didn't know what they were doing. They were unprepared. You storm the Capitol, you get in the building, you take it over, and then you just pretty much like take some pictures, maybe get you a little motherfucking souvenir, and then you leave. Like that was the worst play ever. The only move was to stay. You'd probably still be locked up, but you could have at least fucking made some noise before you did. These motherfuckers here. It looked like I love it though, because if you watch the videos of it, shit, they're just like opening little like velvet ropes for people to walk down, opening doors and just letting them on through, do their thing. It really just looked more like motherfuckers were walking through Disney World than it did some kind of revolt against the government. The thing that tripped me out is why everybody got so serious about it. Everybody on the left was this, oh my God, they're horrible. Look at these evil fuckers, this and that. People got locked up in masks. Like, are we the only people that found that shit hilarious? I mean, goddamn, everybody got so upset about it. I thought it was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. It was wild to see. And if you look at it at the end of the day, what did they really do? I mean, did they change anything for the better? Did they show the people that it's our time? And no, they just look like a bunch of goofy fucks, and then they ended up in prison.
As time goes by, you realize more and more that they absolutely accomplished nothing. And it was
The
more of a political show than anything. And we don't even know who it benefited. Like, we don't know who that political fest benefited. And my thing was that there was so many things that we could say about it. But I would ask everyone that's interested to go back and look at all the evidence of that day. The fact that there were Capitol police officers opening gates
yeah,
for rioters, so-called rioters. The fact that the main pictured and promoted protagonist of that whole fucking thing was the fucking, what was his name? The shaman,
yeah. The Q shaman.
the Q shaman, and he was a fucking actor.
Yeah,
Who's doing
yeah.
who's doing federal time? Who's doing federal time right now? He is doing time, but he's an actor nonetheless. Now, I just say the whole Jan 6 was a complete, just total embarrassment as far as the history of revolutions all around the world. Um, you couldn't classify that as a revolution at all. You can possibly classify it as angry tourists that did not get fed when they was promised a meal.
Yeah,
Right.
honestly, did you see that documentary of Woodstock? 99,
Yeah.
and the pandemonium in there.
Oh yeah.
These motherfuckers put on way more of a motherfucking rebellious fuck you to the establishment over unclean porter potties and fucking like the running out of ecstasy and
Yeah.
shit and high
Yeah.
food prices. These goofy fuckers had it in their heart to storm the Capitol building because they thought an election was stolen, and they were going to fight for their big orange hero,
Yeah.
and ended up in the gulags. And not a motherfucker at Woodstock even caught a fucking a goddamn misdemeanor.
Limp Bizkit's on. Let's burn everything. And it was more of a revolutionary act than the actual storming of the Capitol, January 6, 2021. Jan 6 was a fucking just embarrassment. I'm glad that I didn't get any wins of anyone thinking of revisiting or redoing it. Or we're gonna do it right this time. We're gonna
No, the funny is, I didn't hear.
2023. We're gonna do it again.
I didn't hear anybody on the side of like we want to do it, but I heard murmurs of people talking about, oh shit, it's January 6th. What are we gonna do? I'm like, dude, they're not gonna run that back. There's no fucking way. It went so awful the first time. Nobody even wants to admit they were in fucking Washington on that day. They couldn't have even if you just flew in there for something completely different, had nothing to do with none of that shit. You're just going in there to see a fucking show. You ain't even telling people you were there on that weekend. Nobody wants to claim that shit. The funny thing is, nobody wants to claim January 6th like nobody wants to claim voting for Biden at the moment. It's a sore spot for a lot of people. I tell you what, this is a golden rule, folks, that I live by. If a whole bunch of people are wanting to take to the streets and protest the government on behalf of another faction of the government, stay your ass home. It's not gonna go well for you. You're either gonna get shot up with some bean bags or you're gonna end up in the goddamn gulags. Just do what I do. Watch the motherfuckers who thought it was a good idea on TV like I do, and then you'll realize why you didn't go down there.
Dude, and like you just mentioned that no one dares to mention that they were even in Washington, D.C. that day. And that is so much of a fact. Like, it is crazy how people are trying to hide the fact that they were even there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The funny is, I've heard people at work a couple times like whispering, such and such went to the protest. And I'm like, oh, shit. And the thing is, I'm sorry, man. When I watch that shit, I don't feel any kind of outrage or fear or feel like people's lives were in jeopardy. I honestly look at that shit like, look at these goofy shits. Like, well, what the fuck what are they doing exactly? I'll tell you what, though. If I was that lady who fucking got shot over that shit and died, I would haunt everybody who thought that was a good idea. I would haunt them. Like, man, I got killed for this. I got shot for this dumb shit. Hey, P.
What's good?
To me, that means that
What's up, man?
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Hey, P sound like he out and about too.
Nah, I'm just sitting out front. What's up, y'all? What's good?
Chilling.
We just doing a little recap on the thumbnails we missed. Just clearing our name out here.
I was actually watching live for a little bit. I heard y'all railing on Jan 6.
Any thoughts of it? Did you have any notion in your mind that when it came back around that any inkling of that bullshit was going to be a new thing? Like, funny thing is, I don't know if y'all rock with the Hoteps, but I listen to their podcast. Shout out to those guys; they do a great job. Hotep's been told you, but they said Uncle Hotep said, "Shit, they should make it a holiday. It'll be their Jan-teenth." I was crying. Oh shit.
No,
JT,
I just want to piggyback on what Irk was saying, man. When you talk about the lackluster effect of this so-called revolution or storming of the Capitol, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know, I think about a bigger revolution. I mean, Prince and the Revolution. How about that shit? Purple Rain, motherfucker.
Right?
I mean, you like that one, Irk? Look at him.
Oh,
Oh my god.
absolutely more revolutionary than that fucking event.
Hey, I mean,
yo,
come on, fellas.
that's what we're on. What else is more revolutionary? Dude, honestly,
Go. Yeah. What's more revolutionary? Okay, so what's more
Mine
revolutionary?
is Prince and the Revolution. That's mine.
Oh,
yeah.
Colin Kaepernick's knee is
Yeah.
more revolutionary than January 6th.
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely. The Little Mermaid is now black is way more of a revolutionary statement than what these dumb shits did this day.
Yeah.
No more sugar.
See, my whole thing is when I'm watching
Thanos' snap was more
Definitely.
revolutionary than just the idea of the snap that takes away a third of the universe. A half, okay,
Yeah.
is more revolutionary than January. Baby, give me some more sugar in there, please.
How much more?
The fact that I drove on 64 in a car while talking on the phone and smoking a bowl is way more revolutionary.
Than January 6, 2021.
See, my whole thing was when I'm watching it, I was already having tunnel vision. I'm like, the Democrats are going to turn this into a firestorm. Like, as I'm watching it live, I was already thinking about these so-called Senate hearings we've had, and these commissions, and blah, blah, blah. I was already seeing the shitstorm as January 6th was happening live. Because that's all I could think about. I didn't give a fuck about what was going on presently. I'm like, man, the Democrats are going to turn this into a shitstorm. And that's what they pretty much lobbied since.
But then you find out that there were Democrats that were giving the Capitol tour to some of the goddamn so-called rioters a day before. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. That's the wildest thing is watching the police out there. They're storming the gates and they just open the gates. Like, what
had video
in the
of
fuck
Doritos.
is happening?
I think
Hey,
right
the
now,
Dorito.
once you have one Capitol police officer like on board with that shit, by default, you got to say, "Oh, this game is rigged. This rigged.
Yeah.
It's rigged."
Listen, the Doritos Locos Taco is more revolutionary than January 6th.
Give me one, baby. Give me a more revolutionary act.
Yeah.
Okay, for real.
Oh shit.
The Macho Nacho Flying Burrito truck is more revolutionary.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The fact that McDonald's brought back the orange high C is more revolutionary.
The political tunnel vision and how the Democrats were just gonna ride this thing, dude. They was gonna ride this motherfucker to the wheels fell off.
Yeah.
And that's basically all they've lobbied. Everything they've lobbied has been off the basis of this.
And they
You know what I'm
did.
saying?
Yeah, dude.
So
Like
whether
crazy
foreign
shit.
policy, whether we're talking climate,
I want to see one person walking around with a Jan 6 t-shirt on, and on the back says "one more time." I just want to see that one dude that thought that was just like the shit.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I got a good one. Let me ask you this.
okay.
Who you think is more embarrassed? The so-called Jan 6 rioters who found out that they all were going to be up on federal charges, and they found out through the public mainstream news media. So some of them was at work and they was seeing their faces scrolled on the screen, or BLM members when they found out that bitch took all the motherfucking money. Which was who's more embarrassed?
Oh God damn it!
And I'm picturing all these like neo Trumpsters at work the day after talking shit about all the big shit they did Jan 6, and then to see their face plastered all over, like Irk said, mainstream media outlets, you know, and because y'all did some really stupid shit on what federal property. You got a Fed case.
I tell you what,
You know what I'm
those
saying?
motherfuckers were in their backyard burning MAGA memorabilia like motherfuckers are burning Yeezys right now.
They were starting bonfires with that shit, bro.
I'm
You know
saying
what I'm
they were deleting Facebook posts. They were trying to find a way out of their fucking local fucking patriot organization.
That is so true.
They're trying to tell NRA quit sending these fucking magazines to my house.
Exactly. Now we got to denounce everything now, because now you're about to get fairly indicted, motherfucker, for some really dumb shit that didn't change anything.
Honestly, if you look at it, it's no different than the other side. That's what I thought was so wild about it. I mean, look at the other side. For social justice, you had the streets, you had politicians in the streets walking with you. And what was your best idea? Let's go scream at people at the coffee shop and go knock down a statue. That'll show them. Like, you fucking retards. God damn it.
You know what, man? Like, it's
You gotta imagine. Could you imagine how they felt? Like during the whole process, they were like, "Yes, finally, we're doing something that may change the country."
No, the only thing they should do was.
And then the next day, they're like, "Oh shit, we fucked up."
Yeah, only thing they did was change your address to Guantanamo Bay, motherfucker. Oh shit! But I tell you what really made me mad though. I'm sitting in jail over this shit, and I look at the news, and Trump's doing a rally for 2024. Like, hey, motherfucker, get me out of here! What are you doing? You playing golf in Florida, bitch? You better. Where's the lawyers at? We did this shit for your orange ass.
We did this for you.
Yeah. And that motherfucker was like, well, sometimes, you got to go to the gulags for your country, but hey, Trump 2024, And I bet if somehow this goofy fucker wins 2024, he's not going to pardon any of them motherfuckers.
Dude, if we listen, what,
dude,
we need,
dude, you do understand that he pardoned Kodak Black.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's your best bet right now. If you're in the gulag for January 6th and fucking Trump wins 2024, you better have a fucking hot 16. You better have a hot 16, bro.
Hey, you better claim Zolife. You better be a Haitian.
Yeah.
Zofel. Yeah. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah. Go ahead and start getting them prison tats on your face. Start writing down some motherfucking bars.
Hey, you better call Ace Ill to do the remix, bitch.
Yeah, it's over for them cats. But I tell you, just the fact that people were actually got so mad at them for it is the funniest shit to me. Like, what are you mad at? That was I promise you, top 10 goofiest things we'll ever witness in life. Outside of the dude who caught a heart attack and the chick that got shot, everything else was just dumb shit.
Because it was help me out, Earth. That's Shakespeare shit. Much ado about nothing. There we go.
Yeah,
much to do about nothing.
And the funny thing is, you could tell they did not plan that out at all. They didn't have a chant. They didn't have nothing. They had no idea.
this was
it's
not well thought out.
it's like you ever seen a dog, like a puppy, for the first time? You put it somewhere and it just fucking runs around everywhere. That's how these motherfuckers looked in there. They're just running. Oh God, look at this! Look at that! Oh, Thomas Jefferson signed that. Holy shit! Selfie. Oh shit! They didn't know what the fuck. They were just scrambling. I was like, dude.
Dude.
One thing I will say, they could have used a fucking BLM organizer. They really could have. They really.
Oh
could've.
Lord. See,
I mean, they didn't have a chant. They were all off beat on their fucking national anthem. It was
If they
rough.
wanted to make it look believable, yeah.
You know what I mean?
If they wanted to make it look believable, yeah. I totally agree.
it's
But I tell you what, I
it's
laughed my ass off at one of those protests too. My stepdaughter went and she's telling me about it. And she's like, yeah, so then at once all of us got in this line in front of all these police in riot gear with rifles. I was like, word? She's like, yeah, we got in front of them. And then we all got on our knees and put our hands up in protest. I said, well, in the act of war, you just gave the fuck up. Why would you ever get on your knees in front of your adversary toting rifles? That is, the funny thing is, them cops didn't do shit to you. You're lucky because they had y'all dead to right. You just got on your knees and he's got a gun and a boot. That's a bad idea.
That passive aggressive shit does not work with motherfuckers with firearms.
No.
nah.
I tell you what,
Yeah.
if I see a mob of people and I know they hate me and everybody standing next to me and they're coming out our grits and they come straight up and drop on their knee, I'm like, easy day. I'm just gonna hit you with the butt of this rifle and keep it moving.
I've been working on my knee strikes all week.
You know?
Wow.
Never do that. I would never.
Well, I mean, and another thing, real quick, man. The shit was so like loosely organized. It's like everyone didn't get the email to that morning or some shit. It seems so last minute. You know what I'm saying?
And the funny thing is, you know, a lot of them when they left there, they're like, "All right, that was fun, guys. You want to meet me down there at Denny's?" They're over. They just filled up Cracker Barrel and talk about how they just changed the world.
You see motherfuckers that had so much fucking vigor for that day that were climbing walls,
Oh yeah.
falling off of walls, breaking legs and arms and shit, when there were steps 8 to 9 feet away.
I did love seeing the footage of like, okay, so when you talk about like Nancy Pelosi and all them trying to like barricade themselves and shit, and Secret Service is all freaking out. I'm just like, yeah, run, bitches.
That was
fun
one
to
thing
see.
about it. At least they scared some politicians for a second, and then the politicians like,
Right.
"Oh, these dumb shits ain't doing nothing."
Nancy Pelosi was telling the story like she was the fucking diehard protagonist, like she was Bruce Willis. Like, yeah, so I died for the death.
No, Nancy Pelosi's fucking hilarious though, man.
No,
like,
but you know what's hilarious? Think about these news clips. Eric made a great point. In the news clip, like, look at these monsters. Look how awful this is. They're climbing the walls to get inside. They're fucking ravenous beasts. And then you see another picture of a cop just opening a gate and letting people in. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
God
I don't know.
Damn it.
yeah, that was definitely the fakest revolution ever. Like the
Oh.
Beatles and their song "Revolution" is more revolutionary than this shit.
The
alright?
funniest shit is there's like 80-year-old women that walked in that motherfucker probably with like this is my nephew Dale and he said he's gonna take me to see the Capitol, you know, so she just walking in there, she don't know shit. They're in the gulags. And that to me is hilarious.
So you got to remember, there was an actual tour dated for that day for old
Quit playing.
people. For elderly people, they got caught up in the tour. They got caught up in the tour and the riot at the same time. So, technically, there are literally people in jail, and they had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Oh, can you imagine them running up on an 80-year-old woman in the gulag? She's over knitting. Like, what are you doing today, Gladys? Well, I decided to knit Hector a sheath for his shank because he's been keeping it in his butt, and that's unsanitary.
And I'm sure it
So
gets covered.
so are the old Bettys in the gulag? Are they like fighting over like denture cream on the commissary list and shit? I mean, what are we really talking about here?
Oh, I'm telling you, man. Everybody in there got a nice fucking set of mittens. I know that much. That is for a fact. You've never seen so many fucking knickknacks around a fucking prison yard in your life.
How can they justify having 2 years worth of hearings over this shit? And particularly with Liz Cheney's punk ass.
That's the funniest shit, man. Like, these motherfuckers might not never get out of prison. If I did life in prison and I looked at the footage of what got me there, dude, I would be outraged. I'd be like, come on, man. Are you fucking with me? Oh, shit. Well, all right, man. Before I do it again, let's get to that last thumb.
Hold on. The shit that we missed, I get it. Hold on. But
Okay,
first,
go ahead.
Can we touch on the story that's in the news right now of a motherfucking female cop? Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I heard something about this. Go ahead.
Okay, so let me see real quick. Is there any way you can pull it up real quick, Jay Wowski?
Yep. Give me 1 second. Sorry, the kids texting me. All right, let's see here. What's her story? She went hard in the paint, right? Let's see here. You might know her name. Anybody got her name on this chick?
Hold on. I'm about to look it up now.
Female police officer.
Here we go. I got it.
6 other officers.
Tennessee cop. Okay, so check this out. My woman's phone.
I'm about to pull it up on the screen.
She's gangster. You just call whip that, baby. I love that. That was cute. Check this out. Shit, I just lost the screen. All right. Tennessee cop, married, female officer, fired after repeated wild excursions, sexual excursions with 5 other officers. Hold on. Baby.
Good.
Pause that real quick.
It's okay.
All right, hold on. So I'm going to read this out to y'all. AP, this is going to be, you're going to like this. A small town in Tennessee. Police station has been rocked by allegations of wild sexual misconduct after a married female officer allegedly had steamy romps with 6 male officers, including illicit acts done on duty.
Okay.
He said okay. Okay. Officer Megan Hall.
Megan, she gotta be white.
Megan, what you doing out here, Megan? Putting that hot. Look up. Officer Megan Hall and her fellow law officers allegedly engaged in wild sexcapades that included
getting bread off this.
They lost bread. That included.
Right here.
I knew she was white. I knew it. And all that BBC running to her too. That's right. Yes.
Boy. She like it for something way, don't she?
BBC for the Tennessee PD. That's what I'm talking about.
She
See,
like it
Black
a certain
Lives
way.
do.
Look, man. She
Black
done took so much
Black
dick, she
Lives
got a
do
crooked
matter.
eye.
Black
She
lives
done
Look
took
at it.
so much dick, her
sure
eyes
do
cracked.
matter.
Black
Hey,
Lives finally do
hey,
matter.
if you look at it, if you look at her picture closely, one eye's going one way and the other eye's going the other.
So would that make
I'm
her
telling you.
cockeyed?
Yeah, they done fucked that bitch cockeyed, son.
Oh, damn, she's cockeyed.
Hey,
Oh,
she should have her job. Hey,
it's,
going back to the
She's a serious better job.
going back to the reading. Officer Megan Hall and her fellow law officers allegedly engaged in wild sexcapades that included sending dirty pictures, taking her top off at work, at a Girls Gone
At
Wild
work.
hot tub, and at a Girls Gone Wild hot tub party, and
they still
even
make
having oral sex with two of the officers at La Vergne. What is that? La Vergne.
That's close enough.
La Vergne, Tennessee station. And she was sucking dick at a police station.
Oh, okay, I'm cool with that.
Okay, the
What I want to
steamy
know is,
shenanigans. The steamy
what I want to know
shenanigans.
is,
Go ahead.
what the fuck happened to the blue wall of silence?
Oh,
Sound like it sound like
You
it
can
sound like
have an
her.
entire, you can have an entire police force bury the fact that a police officer murdered an innocent person or planted drugs on them and got them locked up for years of their life. But you motherfuckers couldn't keep your lid shut on maybe the most fucking revolutionary cop since January 6th. I mean, Jesus Christ. She
Hell
seems like a
yeah.
patron saint. You know
I
what's
mean-
funny? Look up
I'm gonna tell you exactly what it
police
was.
brutality. I want to see the
I'm gonna tell
numbers
you
of police
exactly what it
brutality in her
was.
area. I bet it was low.
It was jealousy. It was jealousy.
Yeah.
It was officers. It was officers that she wouldn't suck off in that station, in that department that she would not service.
They must have
They
been white
got
too.
jealous. There was officers not invited to the party.
So what
Right.
you're
See,
saying
the
is,
white-
if there's one thing that can crack down the blue wall, it's a set of blue balls. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god!
Bravo. Well stated. Well stated.
Can't top that, J Wall.
And if you want to read on, that right there is from the New York Post that I was just reading. I don't think it's any cause for us to read anymore.
Yeah, it is. I need Megan's number.
Now you need Megan's number? I'm sure.
I'm trying to get
sure
my.
after this, Megan
Dude,
Hall,
Uh-huh.
she'll make an OnlyFans. She'll make an OnlyFans page. I'm sure she has gotten offers for. I'm sure she has gotten offers for porn. You know,
Dude, there are people who will pay to watch
Oh.
a cop gangbang. All right.
good cop, bad cop, good cop, bad cop. The
Her
X-rated version.
OnlyFans is about to be crazy.
Yeah, cop gangbang. Hell yeah. Just
Yeah.
orally
She about to be a
violate her. dude.
OnlyFans sensation. You know what's sad though? You know how many times that poor girl probably heard Lil Wayne's Mrs. Officer song while she was giving up some dome? It was probably ridiculous. You know, you know,
Wouldn't you
as
be
soon
playing
as she got ready
Lollipop
to do
instead?
that motherfucking shit on his goddamn playlist. Put that shit on his playlist.
Wouldn't you be
It's
playing
way back.
Lollipop
Mrs.
instead?
Officer. She probably, that poor girl heard that shit more than anybody.
Okay, so
Lollipop, right?
okay, my thing is this:
Yep.
she's at a Girls Gone Wild event.
They still make Girls Gone Wild. What the fuck?
Hey, that's what I'm saying. But she's at a Girls Gone Wild event. Could somebody remind her that, bitch, you are a cop. You are a police officer. Some of these motherfuckers here, you may have to arrest in the future, you dumb bitch.
Now, I got a problem. Now, here's where I got a problem with you, man. Okay. I don't like double standards, and I'm trying to figure out why a cop isn't allowed to be a no good stank whore as well. I mean, I don't get that.
Good point, because the devil advocate inside of me
Right.
said, who needs to fuck more than a police officer?
There you go.
Like, if a police officer gets his dick sucked while on the job by another police officer, that
female.
police officer just saved a life.
Right. See, you can reduce a whole lot of these cop shootings if you just see every
Thank
male
you.
partner. Every male
Promise
partner
you.
needs to be talking.
I promise
You
you.
assign your male. You assign the
If
male
you- if
officers,
you
right,
look
with a bitch
up
with a
the-
good dome. And that'll kill off. That'll cut
If
out a
you
lot of
look
police
up the
people.
police brutality, you look up the police brutality in her little area from her station, probably virtually none. Virtually, these
Exactly.
dudes ain't aggressive. These dudes ain't aggressive. They ain't all charged up. Man, they getting taken care of out here. These motherfuckers can't wait to go to work.
These dudes get out of their patrol cars, like, yeah, man, shit, what's going on the block, man? Let me tell you something, man. I done did some shit with this bit, man. Let me tell you, bro.
Yeah, these
Y'all
motherfuckers.
smoking,
I think
the
they
shit, y'all smoking the shit, man. Hey, man, don't hurt the babies, man. Just get the fuck on, don't hurt the babies. We good. I gotta go meet somebody.
Motherfucker get up, he's tucking his uniform in. He's still smoking a cigarette. Boy, let me tell you.
Boy, real.
Oh,
Megan getting her throat violated daily. Like, yeah, I'm cool with that.
Bad
Real.
thing is though, you know what I mean? You know how many people probably needed saving while somebody was waiting on her to finish him off, and they're like, "Nah, I can't go to the call just yet. Yeah, no, I gotta wait."
Megan with the dome. That is hilarious, dog. We need more cop-related sex
Honestly,
scandals.
I don't
Honestly, I
understand why
think they
they're
should have
not
gave her a
more.
fucking gold medal.
I didn't see nothing.
Hell
I
yeah.
don't understand why they're not more sex scandals, cop-related sex
No,
scandals.
there are. We just don't hear about them. They find ways to bury them stories. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
I don't know how
that
to do
shit.
it.
But especially, I love it since some little piece of shit fuck Hicktown in Tennessee, where like, if I had to guess, the black cops in that department is probably that whole town's black population. So
No, just go to TikTok.
that just adds to my delightfulness of it. It just does. Like the 6 BBCs of that town and all them wreck Megan's throat. Hell yeah. Cool with that.
Go to that screen.
I am definitely cool with that shit. Thank you for real, Irk. Thanks for that story. I needed that shit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure I can put this Bluetooth on.
Nah, you
We're about
good,
to walk
bro.
into this Wally world. We're about to walk into this Wally world, and about to exchange some shoes.
Oh Lord.
Then after that, we're gonna do something else.
all
But
right.
they're gonna be with me the whole entire time. I'm gonna be with you guys the whole entire time until this whole thing's off. You know,
I don't want to go shopping with you.
until my man says this show's over with, that's what's gonna happen.
I mean, but I don't want to go shopping with you. Like,
Oh man, I'm a great date. Ask my woman. I'm a great date, AP. Leave me alone.
okay, I'll take your word for it. For real.
I am.
Well, shit. The way I see it is, we got to get our rocks off on Jan 6 and these goofy fuckers and how we feel about them. And
right.
should be ashamed that you goddamn granny knitting sweaters for motherfucking cartel members right now. That's crazy. But we got a little bit of Megan and her freaky ways. I think she deserves a medal, not to be fired myself, but you know, hey, it is what it is. I think the next thing is the POTUS. We haven't got to speak on the POTUS and all of his profound revolutionary moves here as of late. So I figured we just go into a little bit of that. I honestly feel like at this point, if people were championing this man as some kind of something that was going to be good for us, well, if you ain't walking that back right now, I don't know what's wrong with you. But let's go in. We got documents found, top secret documents found Um, and then we also have policies that were very frowned upon from the previous administration getting picked right back up by this administration. So I'll just kick it off to you fellas. Whoever wants to start, Chris, Irk, anybody? How do you feel? What do you think about the news?
I love the irony of them really want to nail Trump to the wall, doing the same shit, and now we got good old afternoon Joe, coffee Joe, cup of Joe, pulling the same shit. I love the press secretary spin on it, dude. I caught that. She's a cute little chocolate motherfucker too. But anyway, their spin on it, man, is more. She is that little chocolate bitch is hot, man. With her little natural little dreads. She got that Lauryn Hill throwback thing going on. But anyway, man.
Honestly, if I'm going to get horrible news handed down from the government or just an earful of propaganda, I'm not mad at who has to give it to us at the moment. I'm really not.
Right. Well, I mean, this is the chick that replaced your girl, Jen Psaki.
Yeah. Oh, what a spicy little tomato she was. Nobody talked about the end of the country quite like her.
But for real, man. I mean, I'm just pointing out it's politically, dog. It's just a double standard, man. It is. Like, you can't just be randomly stashing confidential documents, on your person, man. Like, there's a process. Okay, it's just something you just can't be doing for shits and giggles, and the fact that they're gonna try to downplay this thing, particularly going into an election year, and the way they lit Trump up for it. I mean, I believe it's a double standard for real.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Does Trump, don't he have to go to court for that shit or no? Does anybody know?
I think they're still sorting all that out. Well, I'm saying he's got 500 things.
Isn't that a reality that, like, depending on the paperwork, I guess, that he had that he wasn't supposed to have, couldn't he like go to trial for that? Is that a real thing, or did I make that up?
I mean, if they,
dude,
I guess if any investor, go ahead, Ert, my bad.
He has secret documents by his Corvette in his lot garage. He had classified documents in his garage. I don't know what you mean by double standard, bro. He should be on trial for that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, when they said they found top secret shit at Mar-a-Lago that Trump had, like, whatever Trump had, say it was like the worst thing he could have had. Like, what was the next recourse? Trump was going to, like, trial, right? Like, he was going to come down on charge, maybe even be taken in and sit in a jail until trial. Like, was that a scenario? Like, is that what, like, if Trump got caught red-handed with the shit, is that what was going to happen to him? I mean, that's my question. Like, they were on Trump's ass about top secret documents. So say he has them, absolutely. What was the next action? What was going to happen to him is what I'm saying.
I mean, he would have to face some type of trial for it. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, there's no way that this can get pushed under the table. So something has to come out of it.
That's what's going to have to happen to Biden.
I mean, I don't know the particular legal wranglings as far as the process, but anyway it goes, man, it's a bad thing. It's a bad look, and just makes you question, what's really going on with these guys, and why do they feel the need to be that entitled to where they can just stash classified documents. You know what I'm saying? And in their own personal home and shit. I mean, I don't understand that shit. And what's in these documents? That's what I want to know.
That would be the thing. That's the funny thing. Even if he goes to court, gets impeached, or whatever the worst of it is, has to go to jail or whatever happens to him. Like, just say the worst of the worst. They still ain't going to tell us what the fuck was on the paper. They'll never tell us what it was.
Oh no, there was more than one document.
Yeah, but are they gonna disclose to us what these documents were? Probably not.
Never, never. And the thing is, the fact that they were classified, they were supposed to be in a specific place. They even went back and found documents when he was just a senator, when he in offices that he never doesn't even work in, the offices that he hasn't been in a decade. So they're finding papers that he just willy nilly. He like this is the president of the United States. He's willy nilly with secret documents.
Yeah. You know what I really think this is? I don't think this is really about finding documents. I think this whole administration has been just exposed left and right to be completely fucking incapable of anything that
Incompetent.
anything they say they're gonna do. It looks like a shit show. I mean, every time you turn around, it's some more bullshit. And I think even the people who really wanted this man to be in the CD's in have realized that that was an awful decision. So my thing is, I think this
Absolutely.
here is just a way to for sure end the rhetoric of Joe Biden running 2024. This shit show will probably run out through the
This
election with
is
a whole bunch of
this
bullshit
is a
behind it.
yeah. This is a proverbial eto brute. This is Caesar being slaughtered in the Senate. And
But see, then no, I'm just saying real quick that makes you then question how can you bury a story this big, particularly in an election year?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
I
dude,
don't think the story's what's getting buried. I think Joe Biden as POTUS is getting buried.
yeah,
okay.
especially in 2024, he would definitely not run in 2024. He was already given signs and symbols, even saying it in ways. You know, he's getting too old. I'm getting too old for this. You know, so he's already given hints that he's not running in 2024. But this is to like this news uh, cycle event is a way to make sure that that nail is very deep into that casket.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm thinking, man. I think this is just marking the end of this regime. They basically done everything they've came to do. He pushed through and passed through everything he could. Election year's coming. He's not going. They know for a fact that he's not going to have any real support, like at all. So instead of exposing them to just like push him through, like they did the last fucking time, they're just gonna and they'll probably even swing it. He's old. He's senile. He didn't know he had these papers. They'll probably try to send him out like on some old fucking like Uncle Ben looking shit. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. Like they're shutting this down so they can regroup with another cast of characters of people for you to believe in, because they know that this failed for anybody to believe in this motherfucker. So
Well,
they don't
anyway,
mind
go.
to fucking burn him. I think he got in with this exact intention of when it comes down to the wire and it's exposed that you're not going to do shit for the people. You're just going to do a bunch of fucking shit for the corporate interest and your fucking lobbyists and all your fucking backdoor ventures that you make money off of. Once that is exposed, nobody's going to trust you. So we're just going to bury you with this fucking shit with these papers and everything else. And we'll just give them a new great white hype to believe in.
Great white hype. I like that one.
You know, that's all it is. You know what I mean? I mean, what did people want him to be in office for originally?
I don't think it was so much.
What was Donald?
Right.
What was Donald Trump's biggest, biggest like black eye of his career? He's a so-called racist. I've never been able to understand selling people on getting rid of a racist with another racist. I've never understood that idea and how that was really going to work out. You know what I mean?
Man, look, Jay Wall, it's just more of the same, and it's the blind leading the blind. Okay, I don't care about what political party. All right, people are so disillusioned. You know, you got the Lucy lefties and AOC and just their delusional politics. I mean, I don't understand a lot of their policies, whether it's medical, whether it's housing, just whatever. They just want
Well,
stuff
even them, even they're
given to
getting
them.
exposed. They could not
Right.
pressure the Speaker of the House Pelosi to push through Medicare for all and things like this because they knew they would lose their fucking corporate backing. But then turn around
Right.
and a bunch of fucking Republicans started to do just that when it came to getting this next guy in. So it's like you're not even doing the shit you said you were gonna do. Here's what I would hope would be obvious, but I know it's not. Trump gets caught up with secret documents, a bad thing. Trump wants to put up a wall around the border, that's a bad thing. Joe Biden gets caught with top secret documents. Joe Biden picks up where Trump left off on the border and now is basically doing the exact same thing that Trump said he was going to do at the border because it's been a shit show for 2 years down there.
Right.
When is it going to be obvious that it's not Trump versus Biden, left versus right? This is what politicians do. They're
I don't think
politicians.
it's ever gonna. I don't think it's ever gonna be obvious. I think they'll always play to the antagonist protagonist paradigm, the dualities, and you always need a villain for a hero and a hero for a villain. And they're gonna always use that in order to create policy and politics.
Yeah, see, that's the way I look at this Joe Biden document. Even though I love to throw it in people's faces that thought this was going to be a good idea, because I knew from the jump this was a horrible pick for a president. But nevertheless, I mean, fuck, man. Like, what do you're not like once they burn him down with these papers or whatever, it doesn't matter really. You know, you're just going to get a new cast of fucking villains and heroes. And then you'll find out when you found the dude who sounded like your hero, you vote for him, he gets in office, and then you realize it was a goddamn what do they call it, Chris, in wrestling? It was a heel turn. He's no longer the face, now he's the villain. I mean, that's the way I see it. This shit is fucking WWE all day long. That's
Look,
all
Jay,
it
while my
is.
connection's acting a little goofy, man, and I don't want to fuck the show up, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop off, man. But y'all keep doing y'all
All
thing.
right,
I'm
brother.
gonna go keep watching.
Well, I greatly appreciate you tuning in, my friend.
Hey, man,
All
always,
right,
man.
AP, have a good day.
All right, man. Y'all stay up, be good. I'm gonna keep on watching, fellas. Keep doing y'all thing.
All right, bro. Later, man.
Hey, man,
All
enjoy
right,
your day, enjoy your afternoon, enjoy your evening, bro.
All right, everybody, be good, man. One.
Later, bro.
So I'm trying to see if these shoes. Just something for work, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Just something.
ain't nothing like a
Just
fresh
something
pair
for
of
work.
work boots.
Yeah, but you know the type of work that I'm using, they're steel toes, but I don't need them to be really work boots per se, you know.
Yeah, I tell you what I would do, my friend. Shit, get them. Go on and get you a pair of them motherfucking decent little Dr. Scholl or whatever insoles. Shit, you be good to go. That's the one thing I've always noticed about shoes. It's just fucking the soles, man. That's the whole kid and caboodle.
Yeah, man. Trying to find something that fit right. You know what I mean? That's all I need.
Yeah, I understand,
But
my
yeah, I
friend.
think I honestly think with the whole thing, man, is that it is it's to me it's a soft smear campaign where they want to go ahead and get him out of here because he's not going to be able to run 2024. He's an absolute ridiculous candidate for 2024. So they just gonna try to get him out of here, and they're gonna use those documents to get them out of here, and they should, and they should. But
Yeah. What do you
I
think
just think
about?
he's a. He,
What do you think about Agent running in 2024?
say again. Think, who I think about
What do
who?
you think about old Agent Orange running again in 2024? Trump.
I think it's inevitable. I think he has the popularity that he has is not going away anytime soon. Um, there are people that feel like they've been deceived with the last elections, and they've been robbed. You know, um, so I honestly think that he's going to run absolutely, and the fact that everything that he said about Joe Biden to this day has been kind of correct. He's a horrible fucking candidate. So he's a fucking horrible president. So
Yep. Absolutely, my friend. What do you think though? You think Trump winning? Who do you think they would run against him? Who do you think? Do they have anybody that they could get in the chamber to actually like rally the troops to get behind?
Democrat, I don't think so. I think that what your prediction. I think your prediction is more likely than ever now. Like the fact that the Democrats don't really have a front runner. I think that it would be absolutely smart of them to go ahead and throw Mo. That's almost yeah. I'm just gonna say it like that. I don't want to put anything in the ether. But if they had Mo running, they may create
Yeah,
they may- you know who Mo is, right?
that's honestly at this point the. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Former
Yeah. Yeah.
first
Yeah.
lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Fucking. I mean, I really feel like that's the strongest play that they have. I mean, who else in this whole time is like? Because the funny thing is, through the pandering of the last election, almost every one of their fucking major heads of states and their mouthpieces have been exposed to be lying pieces of shit.
Yeah.
So their strongest person is somebody that actually has only come out in a good light.
Damn,
You
baby.
know what I mean? Like you really don't have her. You really don't have that individual on wax anywhere at the moment. Like selling a bunch of fucking wolf tickets yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
There's
I
no
think that's
one.
their strongest play. My thing is, even I'd say,
There is no strong right now, bro. It's like you can't keep your eyes off of the train wreck. So there is no Democratic front runner. There is no front runner for the Democrats that that makes everyone excited. So who else would it be? Show me one.
right. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's why I feel like that's the play they have to run. And the thing is, I don't even know if that would be exactly strong enough to beat Trump at this fucking point. You know what I mean? But I know that she's definitely coming in. She'll definitely come in with a cleaner slate than anybody else they can choose at the moment. The thing is with him, say he gets in, what does that look like? Just another 4 years of fucking half the country hating his ass and like a bunch of bullshit here and there, or I mean, is there anybody that's not going to keep pushing this football down the path of shit? Shit's wild out here, and it don't look like it's going back to any kind of normalcy anytime soon. You know what I mean? Or do you think actually, if he
Yeah,
gets
but it's
in,
not.
there might be some shit changing?
It's not even about policy at this point now. It's about revenge. It's about you didn't get my you took the election for my candidate. Now it's my turn. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even about policy. It's not about fixing. Ooh, that's dope. It's not about fixing the country. It's strictly about revenge now. So
Yeah, I see that. What do you think about real quick, anything about DeSantis? You think that's a move? The you think he should run? You think he should run up against Trump? Do you think maybe they'll try to combine forces, or do you think he's
I, I
better off
think
in
I
Florida?
think DeSantos as VP would make it a landslide.
Oh, DeSantis Trump? Yeah. I think that's like the strongest ticket out there at the moment as far as like getting a lot of people behind it. I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So the thing is, if you got DeSantos running, Trump is going to run. I mean, there's nothing stopping him from running. So, I mean, for people that think that he's not going to run, if you think that you don't want him to run, get that out of your head because he is running. But if he runs and DeSantos runs, that's Republicans at each other's throat. Well, uh, can we call DeSantos a Republican?
I mean, I say it's what he calls it's the allegiance he seems to be fucking rolling with.
Ooh,
Honestly, that would be a hell of a move. If somehow fucking get him to run as a Democrat, that'd be some shit.
hmm nah, then you would have him against Trump. Trump is not. Where do you think Trump is going? He's going Democrat. I mean, Trump is going Republican.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. DeSantis is a
Oh,
Republican too. I think
so if they
either they'll
run
run
against,
together or DeSantis will wait until yeah, because that's the
or
thing.
do
They'll
you
only
see one
go
that's
up against
better?
each other, you know.
The sarcasm one too. Sarcasm. Was
Yeah,
that what
yeah,
you
let's do
said?
that. Yeah, let's do that one. But I don't think I see me personally. I don't see DeSantis running against Trump. I think that'll hurt his campaign. I do see him possibly running as a VP if he's gonna put himself in the if he's gonna put his name in the hat. I think he'll settle for a VP position. He's yeah, I take it. He's not going to fight for vice president against Trump because he's going to lose. I mean, just the popularity of the revenge factor is there just for a Trump campaign. The "I told you so"
Yeah.
factor is there. So I just don't see DeSantis willing to spend and waste money on a campaign that he's not going to win. So I think he'll settle for a VP position. You know, I think he'll settle for a VP
I mean, that'd
position,
be
bro.
like if they really want to do what they tell the masses they want to do, and like they want to guide America in this direction, then I think the best move is exactly that: run Trump DeSantis, Trump president, DeSantis VP, and then after that 4 years when Trump has stepped down anyways, then DeSantis runs for president. So then that whole ideology that they're pushing, the way they want to go, has a shot for another 8 years of progress as to just having a popularity competition between the two of them. I mean, if their vision is what they say it is, which I say that very, very fucking loosely. But uh, you got any closing remarks, my friend? If not, I'm a boogie. I got the wife and the kid looking for me, so I got to make some moves.
No, I would say, man, great show. It was fun, and I would say pay attention to what's going on with Donald Trump, DeSantis, and Biden, Joe Biden. But more importantly, pay attention to what they're not going to do about these documents. Because, like I said, I think this is more of a smear campaign. If those documents were as serious as uh, they sound to be, they sound like they are, he would be up for charges.
That's what I was doing things. Let's see if we can find this is small.
So, I mean, that's not a something that you can just sneeze at. You got secret classified documents by your fucking Corvette in your garage. You got them in other offices that you haven't worked in 5 to 8 years, and yeah. So, I mean, but nothing's going to come from it because they're using it just as a show of incompetency. And I think like the Democrats are, I think it's
Yep.
oh, I gotta point this out because my woman pointed this out to me. Look, bro, when I was reading this story, I happened to say, wouldn't it be funny if you found out that someone from the Trump campaign was running this whole story? And then she said, I guarantee you that's what's happening. Somebody that's in line with Trump, and then guess what? The the head counsel, the head counsel for this investigation was a Donald Trump appointee. So that is fucking hilarious. I didn't. My woman said it before I even read it. Like she said, she guarantees you Trump is involved in this, and I was like, wouldn't that be funny if that actually was true? And then I read that the head investigator worked for the Department of Justice assigned by Donald Trump and left the Department of Justice when Joe Biden became president. Now he is running this investigation. So pay attention to that. That is fucking
That's the
hilarious.
petty shit. You know when Homeboy called Trump said, "Hey man, this motherfucker got top secret documents out here in his garage and shit." You know, Trump was like, "Gotcha, bitch."
Two different things, though.
That's funny.
Anyway,
Here, no.
Well, shit. You got anything you want to promote?
man, I promote Five Finger Fiasco. Somebody got to say this shit in Ill's World Podcast. Is about it. And anyone else, working with my man, all the comedians that support the show, and working with my man Jay Wowski, man, we greatly appreciate it. And man, thank you for doing the show, man. We got one Wednesday on. Somebody got to say this shit. So
Oh yeah, I'm married, my friend. So we gonna go in again. Hopefully, we'll see what's up, man. Maybe next time my guy chime in and let y'all know. Eels World Podcast should be rebooted and ready to come through the motherfucking walls of the YouTube streets again. So maybe we'll get him on here and let y'all know what he's thinking and what he's got going on. But outside of that, Wednesday, somebody got to say this shit. We're gonna do our thing. This is always, this is Five Finger Fiasco. And we out this bitch.